How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just sitting here in front of the planting station and getting ready to replant some of these overgrown peppers that we have planted in the previous videos. I also just posted a video over on my main channel, Maple Monkey Media, of the progress of the cabin build. So if you want to go check that out, there's some more off-grid content for you. But we're going to jump right into today's video of just getting some stuff replanted. And yeah, pretty easy stuff. Alright y'all, so here we are at our planting station. As you can see, we have a couple over here that we've already moved over to the smaller pots. Those, I believe, what's that say, Cayenne long slim. So we have those broken up. Just going to come over here and work on these early Californian wonders, and we're going to break those up as well. We're going to split them up, probably put one or two into these styrofoam cups. When we planted them in these seed starters, planted them heavy, put looks like 2 or 3 in each of these. There's 3 in this one, just because we knew that we were going to split them up anyway, so that way we could get a lot of peppers and take the strongest peppers. Same thing over in this side over here as well. So obviously that little guy right there, he's not a strong pepper, so we're not going to take him. And same going through them, these guys have 3 in them, and we're just going to go through those, split them up, take the strongest ones, and then that way if some die over replanting, it's not that big of a deal either. So as the old saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's obviously more ways than this one. Then you can transfer your pepper plants, or any of your plants over for that matter. So we have them in these cubes here, and what we're going to do here, or what you could do I should say, is just split them up here, go on the bottom, pinch the bottoms of them, and you can flip them over, give them a tap. But since there's 9 cubes in each of these, I'm not going to do that. That's a little bit too many, and I don't want all the soil to go everywhere. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking some of my popsicle sticks and I'm going in around the outside of them and just propping them up. All right, so we already have a couple of these done over here, so I'm just going to pop those out of the way. I have some soil already started in my cup there. Grab another little bit from my soil bag that I have right here. Get that set aside. And we'll do some of these early Californians. So like I was saying earlier, you could pinch the bottom and then flip it over and then tap the bottom and then they'll fall out. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one. Let's see, there's 2, 3, there's 3 in that one, 2 in that one. Well, we'll go with this side one here. So I'll just come in along the sides here with this, this popsicle stick and just kind of break it up a little bit. I mean, you could obviously cut the sides as well, but we want to reuse these trays is what we're trying to do. This one may not be able to be reused because it's a little broken, but we'll see what happens. So ultimately, just pry around the sides. You can feel it letting loose, and then slowly just pop it up. Here it comes up right there. There we go. Okay, so here's our root ball. You can see the roots coming off there. And then, I mean, some people will tell you that you shouldn't touch the roots. I mean, obviously, you should probably not touch them as much as possible, but I don't know, I've never had any problems with anything. So I'm just going to lightly break up the soil here, give these guys a little pull apart, and hopefully they come apart nice. Tap some of the soil away. Try to be as gentle as you can. You can see the roots there. So you don't want to break any of those off if you can. I'm trying to save both of these, but if it ends up where I can only save one, that's fine. Or if one ends up dying, that's fine too. That's kind of why we planted them like this. So you can see at the top there, they're a little bit grown together. That may look rough, but I'm being as gentle as possible. You can see this guy's starting to come apart here. And just like that, comes apart. So there we go. We have 2 pepper plants. These are the early Californian wonders. So I'll set those aside. And we'll get our containers ready. All right, so what I like to do is I'm planting in these styrofoam cups. Get 2 of them ready. So we'll probably put one about, I don't know, about half full right there, as you can see. And we'll grab one of our guys. Nice root system right there, as you can see. Healthy looking plant. And then this is early Californian wonder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and suspend the plant up top a little bit. Maybe poke a hole down, stick the roots inside that hole, and then suspend the plant up top while I sprinkle the soil over it, over the roots. So sprinkle the soil all the way around it. It's okay if it falls over. Give it a couple pokes down, move the soil around the roots, just like so. The soil's still pretty loose in there, so I'm just gonna go around and fill it up around the sides here. Break up those clumps, get those out of the way. Put 2 fingers around your plant and just push down firmly, not too overly hard. You don't want it over compaction, but nice and dense, even at the edges. And just like that, we have our pepper plant, just like that planted. And don't forget, got a mark on the side as well. There's the roots of it right there, about halfway down. Hopefully we have a little bit of soil here. Suspend the roots. I can let them flop over. I gotta get a bit more soil. And if you find too, you can stick your finger down in the roots in the soil and move it around if you don't want it in a certain spot if it's not in the center. So we'll do the same thing. Pat that down. Put a little bit more soil around it. There's another one just like that. I don't have any water in my soil, so I'm just going to go and I'm going to just completely soak the soil, and then after I'm going to go back and spray the tops of it as well. We're gonna, can't forget, we got to poke holes in the bottom. So just using my popsicle stick there, poke a couple holes in the bottom. That way your roots won't get stagnant on the bottom. As you can see here, there's the holes that I have poked. So nothing crazy, just a couple holes so water can drain out. Same thing, just fill her up. You'll start to see it bubble down through. And when you got water coming out the bottom, then you're all good to go. So after you water your soil, just go back and just check to see how packed and how firm the soil is. And if you feel that it's kind of still a little fluffy, then you can add in a little bit more just to top it up. But we have water coming out the bottom right here in my little dirt pile that I have on the go. There's the water. Don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's dripping out. So that's what we're looking for. So there, we'll set that guy aside. And there's, I don't know, maybe close to 5 to 10 that I already had done. Coming over here to the garden, looking absolutely great. We have our pepper plants doing absolutely awesome. The hot pepper mix up here is just taken right off. Bring one down for y'all. So there's one of the hot pepper mixes that we have. Just looking absolutely great. Starting to have some purple in the leaves. Peppers are doing absolutely awesome. Onions are doing awesome down here as well too. Spinach doing great. Tomatoes are doing awesome. So for a winter garden, we got a good start on some things. All right, y'all, there's a little garden update for you and some tips and tricks on how to maybe help you out on transplanting some of your veggies, transplanting some of your peppers. If you want to go check out on how to grow some onions and some peppers like you just seen on the rack right there, then my previous videos will show you all that good stuff, everything that you need to know to get the greens growing like you seen on the shelf. And if you want to check out more content, more off-grid content from my main channel, Maple Monkey Media, head over there. Link will be in the description. Muchly appreciate y'all checking out the video. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of your week. Keep that stick on the ice and keep trucking forward. Woo! Cheers, y'all.